I know you guys waited for part 2 of what happened in court yesterday, but it's better late than never, right? Okay, hi everybody, welcome back to Mzansi Unfiltered. I saw all your comments about Mr. Khoza and his delegation because they were headed to the UN and they forgot that no, it's Judge Ratha's courtroom and this is South Africa. There's a constitution and there's a law. And most importantly, there's Mshololo, Nisi, and Ramasipili who stood up tall for accused number 5, Fisobuhle Ntuli. Now the question I have to ask, why did Khoza, Mr. Khoza, Mr. Correctional, Area Correctional, Dun, come to the court with the delegation? And the delegation also included a legal representative who forgot all the legalities that needed to happen and decided, no, we are going to go as a delegation, we're going to rewrite the law. We do it all the time anyway at Hosimampuru when we just say, hey, we found accused number 5 with the cell phone. We're not going to tell anyone. We're not going to release any statements. It is a fact, and he's going to move to CMAX. Now, someone left a comment and said, why does he care? Mr. Khoza, that is. Why does Mr. Khoza care so much that Fisobuhle Ntuli is moving prisons? That's one less problem for him. Why is he holding on to Fisobuhle Ntuli so much? And I said, that's an excellent point. I thought prisons, there was overpopulation. You have one less prisoner. One less prisoner out of CMAX, and you can take him out of CMAX and have an extra space for another extra Mkulugutu. But you want Fisobuhle Ntuli inside Parati within Mr. Khoza's jurisdiction. Someone also said, that's a bully right there. Listen to how he's talking. And one other thing I want to add. Did you guys hear Advocate Therefore in his interview on SMXW, SMWX, over there with Sizwe, okay? Did you guys hear his interview? Yes, I did. And of course, I'll be breaking it down to you. But the part I want to pick on is when he spoke about you don't even want your worst enemy inside CMAX. And that made me understand why Fisobuhle Ntuli spoke up and said, no. They wanted me to trade places with David. I'm not going to trade places with David. I didn't have a cell phone. Where did they find this cell phone? I don't have a cell phone. They won't let me call my family. They won't let me call Mshololo because they know Mshololo is going to put an application real quick, real fast. And also, he has to take cold showers. Why does Mr. Khoza want him back so desperately that he came to court? He came to court running. He left the accused in prison and he came running to tell Judge Ratha. He is not moving. Not on my watch. How dare you? Who do you think you are? But I absolutely loved the teamwork. So let's listen to Mshololo. Then Nisi Wemvula, and of course Ramasipili. Notice I skipped Nxumalo Uzithulele because he said, nope, not my monkey, not my circus. He still chooses to sit this one out as well. But we are not there. Let's listen to Mshololo and how she stopped cold in her tracks by Judge Ratha, and she says, oh, oops, let me refocus real fast. I'm about to lose him. We just got him back yesterday. We're about to lose him. Resuscitate him, Judge Ratha. Let's get into it.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, I agree with his lordship to say he's not allowed to entertain the issues on both sides, whether this one is correct or whether this one is right. As the court has stated the reasons yesterday of which resulted to the court order, to say for the sake of progress in this matter, the court is going to make the order that is going to ensure that the trial is run and is finalized speedily as it is supposed to be, and the delay is affecting the constitutional rights of the accused to have an expedited trial. My Lord, I submit with due respect that the court order has been granted, and my Lord, it cannot be rescinded.
Who says that? Who says that? You haven't heard of an order being recalled?
Yes, my Lord, I'm making my submissions. I've noted the submissions and the undertaking made by the area commissioner, Mr. Koza, my Lord. However, it is not going to resolve the problem that we're sitting with, because there are disputes
I don't know
between...
about that. Let me tell you, I'm speaking in open court, and I'm talking to the highest authority in the correctional services, and I'm speaking to your client here. I don't want to get into the argument about who stole a piece of bread and what have you. And this order, I can recall it if I'm given the satisfaction and the intonation and the official order that the accused here, they will come on time. That's all. And I even told your client yesterday, even yourself, if he wants to bring an application on urgency to do whatever, to interdict whoever or to stop whatever, that is his constitutional right. All I said is, but it mustn't be brought within the parameters of the time of this court. This court starts at 10, and it ends at 3:30. You can bring an order outside the parameters of that time, no problem. I'm not depriving your client for approaching the court. Okay?
I understand, my Lord. However, my Lord, I'm also appealing with this honorable court, my Lord, because there is a fight between the two, the department and the inmate, my Lord, to say, whilst that has not been resolved, my Lord, it is my request before this honorable court that the court order be not recalled, in order to afford the accused an opportunity to be able to understand the proceedings, to be able to concentrate throughout the proceedings without being exposed to the situation that is disturbing the criminal proceedings that he is currently attending. It is my respectful submission, my Lord. And we are towards the end of the state case, now approaching the defense case, wherein we need Mr. Ntoli's full concentration towards his case, my Lord. I submit, my Lord, that at this stage, the interference has got negative impact towards Mr. Ntoli's concentration in attending these criminal proceedings, my Lord. That's my respectful submission.
And that is Mshololo's respectful submissions as she realizes, oh my goodness, we're about to lose the judge. We're about to lose him. Resuscitate him. Because my goodness, he said he is fully capable, okay? As long as the argument is placed before him and it makes sense, all he wants is Fiso Ntuli inside his courtroom from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. That's all he wants. He could care less what the situation is in the prisons. But Mshololo realizes, let me take a few steps back and let me appeal to my Lord. And I think she did well. I think she took the right steps. And I think it was in the best interest of her client and not in for her ego. Because the judge really bugged at Mshololo and she said, nope, I'm not going to take the bait. I am not going to yell back. I'm going to stay focused. But take a look at Fiso Ntuli buries his head. And that for me was like, yep, it must be really traumatic in CMAX. Imagine going back to prison yesterday, knowing that one more sleep, and then you get to move to a different prison, away from Mr. Koza and his delegation, over to Uzondo, who bothers nobody, only to walk into court and find Mr. Koza and his delegation in full swing, doing everything in their power to keep you at Hosimaburo. Wow. Now let's listen to Omnisi Wemvula.